And I want to say to each and every one of you, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your service. And thank you for your courage to embark on this honor flight journey. I can see in your eyes stories of selflessness, of bravery that transcend all generations and that inspire each and every one of us. And I'll say that among the 29, there's 3 of you that served in the Korea War. A conflict that tested our resolve as a nation and demanded extraordinary sacrifices. And next to those 3 are 26 veterans that served in the Vietnam War. A time also in our history that was full of a lot of challenges and adversity. Yet through it all, through all of that, each one of you stood tall and unwaveringly committed yourselves to defending the freedoms, right? Upholding our values and preserving the liberties that we hold dear. And you took on that challenge, that calling, and you did it with grace. You did it with style. You didn't ask for glory. You didn't ask for anything else. All you did was fulfill the service that you were called to do. And I stand here today, also a veteran of 32 years, and I am honored to have worn our nation's cloth and can say that I served with each and every one of you. And I recognize that I am here today because I stood on the shoulders of each and every one of you and those that served before me to give us the rights and the kind of life that we have in our nation. And so for that I say thank you. And while we served at different, sometimes decades, different time, we served and were part of different wars, we have a lot of similarities among us. You might say, what does a female general have in common with us who fought in Vietnam and in Korea? Well, if I can be real, I'll share a couple of them. That's okay. I raised my hand to serve this great nation. Some of you also raised your hand, but others of you had an obligation and you didn't have a choice. Yet all of us collectively served our nation with honor. We took care of our people. Every day we executed the mission, and we did it with pride. I was harassed because I was a woman in what some would say is a man's world. You were harassed because you served in a war that many thought you shouldn't be fighting. I fought for the freedoms that I didn't even have here in America because of who I am, and you fought for the freedoms, the very incredible and important freedom of speech. And that was weaponized against you because of your service and your sacrifice and your dedication. At times, I'm sure you felt lonely, misunderstood, and judged. I felt all those too. I think that's something that bonds us together, that we wore a uniform, and we did it because of how we felt about our country and the values that we have. And today what I'll say is we're here for a celebration. With all of that in our past journey, we're here for a celebration of each and every one of you, a celebration that should have happened when you returned to American soil and every day after that. And so we're here. We're alive, we're kicking. You are here to celebrate with your teammates that went on this journey, this honor flight journey with you. You're here to celebrate with friends and family that are here, that are ready to support you along the way, whatever that is. We are here. And as I look out into the audience, I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's part of this Colorado chapter to support this honor flight. To Cindy, to Oscar, to Sterling, to the board members, to each and every one of you, thank you for your sacrifice, for making this magical moment happen for each and one of these heroes that are here today. It's because of you that this moment happened. And it's something that will live with them forever. Thank you for loving our troops, and thank you for the example that you set for so many families. And when I bring up families, it reminds me of my grandfather who served. And he earned a lot of medals. And I'm honored to say that I have them in my office today, hanging. But when I grew up, I did not see those medals on his desk. They weren't framed, they weren't put on the wall. You know where they were? They were in a box. They were in a box that were hidden. And when, I asked him about his time, he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to talk about, one thing he did say is he said, I'm not a hero. The heroes were those people that were left behind that I served with and my friends. He goes, they were the heroes. And I'll tell you, I wish I could give you a medal. I wish I could give him a medal that expressed the enormity of your sacrifice and what you have done for our country. And for each one of us, and for me personally. If I could today, I'm not going to give you a physical medal. I'm going to give you a different type of medal. I'm going to give you a medal from my heart. I'm going to give a medal from my heart to yours to say that I see you. I hear you. I understand you. I value you. And I appreciate you. And I thank you. Thank you for every single thing that you did. And I know it's not a medal that you can take home and put on your desk. But it's something that when you feel misunderstood, you feel judged, or you feel alone, that you can pull out and know that this airman right here will always stand next to you, appreciate you, and love you for who you are. And so right now we're celebrating you. You're welcome home. For everything that you've done, your sacrifice. And I'll tell you what, we have a bond of unity and solidarity. And it doesn't matter what your path was as a veteran, or mine, or all the veterans in the audience here. We all have a different path. Yet we're part of something bigger, a bigger community that binds us together because of our experiences and our values. And now more than ever, you need to lean on each other for support. You need to lean on each other for strength. And my greatest hope for you is that you will have blue skies, that you will have peace, joy, and fulfillment in the days ahead. And I know that it's been a long journey, so I'm going to end by saying thank you. I'm going to say thank you to each and every one of you. I want to say thank you to all the volunteers, to all the family members that are here today, for all that you've done. Because these individuals in the red hats up here are not individuals. They are the embodiment of courage, of sacrifice, and resilience, and everything that makes our nation as amazing as it is. So welcome home to each and every one of you. Thank you.